My name is Chauncyglover. I'm a reporter for Local 4 WDIV, the NBC affiliate in Detroit. I'm originally from Huntsville, Alabama. I graduated from Troy University's broadcast journalism program there, and I'm a old Southern gentleman, good old country boy, as they say. Before I moved to Detroit, I worked in Jacksonville, Florida. So just a country boy at heart, who's now in the city. I have a lot of driving factors. My dad is one. My dad is a very hard-working man. As a child, I remember seeing him work so much overtime to work hard and to provide for his family. And he always taught me, get a good education, pray hard, treat people right, and that'll take you a long way. I'm a big man of faith. I pray every day, all throughout the day, several times a day, and I do believe it's only with the strength from God that gives me faith, and in that faith I rely on that, and I rely on the strength from God to get through day to day. And not only that, I believe in favor, and I know that the favor of God is on my life, and with that comes a lot of responsibility, and I take pleasure with that responsibility every day. That's another reason why I work so hard, and I also want to work hard so other young black men can see me and see that I'm only 28. I'm fulfilling my dreams. I have a decent career, and let them know that they can do the same thing if they work hard. I want people to remember that I'm just essentially I'm just a good guy. I'm an honest man. I'm hardworking. I'm a man of faith, and I want them to know that I'm trustworthy and I'm dependable, and also I'm humble, and know that it's up to me to give back. It's up to me to once I get to a certain level, or once I reach a certain goal, to reach back down and help someone up so they can do the same thing. I had gotten sent out to a breaking news story, and there was a young man from MLK High School who had robbed someone, and he had been shot, and we got on the scene, and I found the student lying in the median, and he was dead. And I went and told police. I said, I think the person you're looking for is in the median, and I don't think he made it. The next day I had a chance to interview that young man's mother, and he was a student at MLK, and she said, he wasn't a bad boy. He just, I did the best I could to raise him. And I began to think that night, what is it that I can do? So God led me to go right back into that school, go back into MLK, and identify young men who were at that stage in their lives where they're deciding, okay, am I going to do right, or am I going to do wrong? Am I going to go left, or am I going to go right? So I went inside the school. I spoke with the principal, superintendent, and told them about this program. I created a curriculum where I could teach them and things that I can train them how to become young men, how to dress, how to speak, how to approach situations, how to approach people. So I did this research, and I spoke with people, former teachers, former principals, professors, on a specific mentoring program that could be hands-on and extensive. How could I really touch the lives of young men? So after putting that all together, I took $10,000 of my own personal money, and I put together the Chauncyglover project. I went inside the school, I created banners, and I created flyers, put them up all over the place, telling students about this mentor project. I brought all the young men in, and we had interviews, and through that process we chose the fearless 15 young men who met the criteria for my program. And I meet with them every other Saturday. The first Saturday we do an empowerment session where they learn things from how to tie a tie to how to speak, table etiquette, speaking etiquette when you meet someone, Facebook etiquette. They've learned so much. And then the second session is some type of outing where we're bonding together, but we're also having fun. Like, we've done a trip to Cedar Point, we do bowling, we're also doing a church visit to one of the mentees' church. And then we also there's a community service aspect where I'm teaching them the importance of giving back. So we go back in the community, and we give our time, we give our talent, and we also give our treasures. This program will climax at the end of their school year. We're going to have a black tie scholarship gala, and I want to send each of these young men off to college with the scholarship. And rewinding back, we've also had workshops that on college preparedness. We brought their We brought their parents in, created the FAFSA PIN code. We've taught them about scholarships and applications. I filled out college applications with them. I've sent them off myself. We're just now waiting to hear back from colleges. So it's a very hands-on, extensive program, and I can see it every time I meet with them. I also have mothers to call me and tell me, Chauncey, I see my son's life changing right before my eyes. Thank you so much. And within that, I just feel so fulfilled that I'm helping these young men. What I like most about Detroit, being an outsider coming in, one of my favorite things to do now is to take my friends and family who've heard all of this bad stuff about Detroit, and they come in to visit me for a weekend, and I have the pleasure of taking them all around, showing them the great things, and they always end up saying, "This is Detroit? No, this is not the Detroit they show on the news, or this is not the Detroit I've heard about." So I take them to the DIA, I take them to the historic African American, or the Wright Museum, I take them out to the Ford, I take them to different restaurants and different, the hidden gems of Detroit and the casinos and all of that, and they really see the culture, and they really see the comeback of Detroit, and a lot of them want to be a part of it. A lot of them said, "I've never thought about living in Detroit or moving to Detroit, but this is making me think." And so that's one of my favorite things to do. I bring them in and I show them all the great things about Detroit, because I do think it does get a bad rep. For folks outside, I do think they get a bad rep. Even coming in, I was like, oh, I told my agent, I was like, I'm going to Detroit. I don't want to go to Detroit. So, but now that I'm here, I love the city. I love the people. And Detroit has done me well. I really like it. I don't like the cold. This country boy can go without the snow. So, but overall, I do like it.